Hey everybody, welcome to PDQ Live. Today we've got a great show. I think Bogdan's here. I think. Are you still
Yep.
here? Okay, good. Bogdan's here. Uh, so that's great.
I don't know why, but I'm here.
Well, listen, and I'll lead you in, and then it'll give you enough time to catch up and do your presentation. So Bogdan's here. Brock is also here and in person. So we're going to talk about a handful of things. We're going to talk about a new feature inside of Connect.
Yes.
I'm not even going to spoil it. I'm not even going to spoil it. I'm going to let Bogdan introduce it.
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk about custom fields inside of Connect with Brock. And then we're going to round this out even without Andrew. We're going to keep up with Tara learning PowerShell.
Yes.
Right. So we're going to dive down some PowerShell, some packages that you worked on, and maybe some ways to kind of tweak them for those that are maybe not just starting, but on their journey to more advanced PowerShell.
Yes. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit afraid to do it with you, but I'm going to do it.
It's going to be fun.
Totally.
It's going to be a ton of fun.
Totally.
This is a judgment-free space for this episode, Tara.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, Kelly, do we have any announcements? Are we gonna call that off the
I
top?
honestly don't have an announcement in front of me.
That is amazing. Okay,
There is a webinar next week. MDT is dead. Now what? March 4th, 12 o'clock.
Come
All
hang
right.
out with
Drew
me and
has
Andrew.
it.
Central Time. Yep. Brock will be there. Andrew will be there. It's going to be good.
I don't know what to do now. Like the order of the show is now screwed up. Drew said it, not Kelly.
By the way, there is a channel in Discord that you can take a look at if you want more details, right, Brock?
Sure. For the MDT is dead one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Andrew already did create that channel. So
Yeah, I saw it in there.
yeah. So definitely pdq.com/events. You can go and check out all of the webinars that we've got going on and register for them. And then again, just hang out with us in Discord and chat and enjoy the show.
All right, let's get this thing going then. Bogdan.
Okay. Let's roll. So, we have a new set of small toys in Connect. Should I share my screen?
Yeah, you have to show the new toys. You can't just
Okay.
talk about them.
Can I? Okay.
I mean, you
So,
could.
Okay, let's not get into details. So now, right now, if you were to click this help button, you get a shiny new menu that shows you a few helpful options, like the help center. It's not gone; it's just like moved here. You have access to some of the existing things that we have that weren't as visible, let's say, till now. So if you're wondering if, hey, there's something wrong with PDQ Connect, you can go to the stats page straight from here. You can join our amazing Discord just straight from here. And you can also check out the release notes. But also, the first option here is the star of the show, which is our first AI assistant, which allows you to talk with our docs. So if you have any question about Connect, like, I don't know, what is a package, let's say, it will scour up all of the Connect docs and give you all the information that you're looking for. You can also drag it around, so it helps you out if it gives you like a series of steps on what you want to do. You can like keep it tucked. You can also resize it. And also, if you want just like plain old doc search, there's this little button here, and you can just search for the docs and like straight, simple doc search, let's see. It also has some Easter eggs. So like if you ask it an important question, like, I don't know, who is Marcel? It's going to think for a bit. Oh, come on.
It's like the beauty of live demos.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Hold on.
exactly.
Hey.
The beauty of live demos.
Bogdan, hold on one second because they're telling us
Go ahead.
so snarkily, which, by the way, love it, that they can't see you. So we're just going to explain for just
Well,
one
is
second.
there a way you can make the screen a little bigger on your end at all?
Oh, too big, I think. Like this?
And you clicked
There we
on
go.
the bottom left-hand
We might-
corner of your
Yeah.
Connect screen. There's
Here.
a question mark. So if you want to follow
Here.
along at home,
Yeah, that
There
pulls
you
up
go.
the screen. a
that
little
pulls up
bit.
the options for you. So you'll see you have some options to Join Discord. Obviously, click on that first, right? Everyone at home, that's the place to be. You can see the Connect status. There we go. Much better. You guys can see that now, right? Okay. Go ahead. Now just start over. No, don't start over, but they can see it now.
Okay, so yeah, this is our new help doc, and I am sure it's going to be very helpful in navigating Connect and helping you with all of your daily tasks.
Okay, so when I click on that, it's going to open up a screen. And say I've never done anything there before and I want to see a documentation, some documentation to do what I want to do. I can just type in there and say, hey, I want to make an automation. I can just type it in there and it will bring up the documents to help me do that. Yeah? That's kind of the summary?
Exactly. Like,
okay.
I want to make an automation, and it's just going to search the docs and give you the exact steps. And I can just keep it here and follow along. So navigate to the automations tab, click, create automation, click.
Step by step.
And
awesome.
Step by step, exactly.
Nice.
I love it.
And the context for that, the AI assist, is strictly the help doc. So like the chances of hallucination or getting like the AI kind of slop are reduced dramatically.
Yeah.
So you're getting, this is exactly how you go do this thing in Connect right now.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a huge win.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I just want to point this out because this was internal messaging. We want feedback, right? We want our customers to click the thumbs up and thumbs down depending on how they feel about it, right?
Exactly, because this gets fed up right back into the system prompt that we use for the AI model and also into our help docs. So it helps us out a lot if you click these little buttons, if you click the downvote, if you can fill these out with just a few words, just let us know what's wrong, what you think it's inaccurate, how you think it should be different. It helps us a lot.
Or if you love it, right? Oh, wait,
Exactly.
I forgot we were dealing with sysadmins. Okay.
Right. Awesome. Bogdan,
Thanks, Bogdan.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Let's keep things going inside of PDQ Connect. Brock, you're here with us. Walk us through some custom fields, will you?
Yeah, we were talking about what we wanted to show off this week. And last week we had talked about the Fresh Works integration, right, with Freshdesk and Freshservice. If you haven't watched that, definitely check that out, especially if you're using Freshdesk or Freshservice. But one of the things in there, obviously, this is connecting to your help desk ticketing system. And it's an integration with Connect. So you get a ticket in and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I should resolve this. Like this person wants a package deployed or something. Normally you would have to then leave your ticketing system, go into Connect, deploy your package, whatever, come back to the ticketing system, close it, yell at them, whatever. But now with the integration, you can just do all that right from within your ticketing system. So that's really awesome. It saves a ton of time. And of course, we're always looking for ways to try to just keep you in like a single pane of glass so you don't have extra steps to do. One of the things on there that is required, though, is that you have an email address in PDQ Connect as a custom field that is attached that will basically sync with your ticketing system.
Yeah.
Right? That is not something that's in there by default. So we are going to go through and kind of show you how to add that. One of the easier ways, PDQ Connect actually makes it pretty easy to import that information. So we're going to take a look at that because I don't know if that's something we've really showed off before. I know it's something that I'd never really played with before. So let's get into PDQ Connect. Okay. All right, here we are. We are in Lumen. So this is my subtenant that we're usually in. Here you can see the custom fields that I have. I have a couple. We have a patch group here that is a text type. We have an asset tag, which is a number type. We currently do not have an email address field in here. So I'm going to create a custom field. We are just going to call it email, and it's going to be a text field, obviously. So we'll create that. Now we are going to go to the button over here and click import values. Now that is automatically whatever custom field you selected on to start this process, that's automatically going to bring this in here. But you can add additional fields. So I could select an existing custom field, or I could create an existing or create a new field if I wanted to. So let's say warranty expiration, and this will be a date field. Okay. So we'll create that. You'll see that it already created it kind of in the background here. We'll click next on that. Now, here's the cool part is that one of our philosophies here at PDQ is that we always try to make everything like pretty much as simple as possible, right? And so you don't have to go through and like create this CSV from scratch, because there's obviously stuff that needs to coordinate with your organization here. So instead, you can just download the template, and it does a lot of the work for you. So we'll download this. That's going to download a CSV file for us. We'll open up the folder. I'm just going to open this up with Notepad, I think. Okay, so here's our CSV. So you can see it automatically grabbed the device ID from PDQ Connect. It associated it with the device name in PDQ Connect. And that's kind of like the hard work is already done for you, right? So anything you add after this is just going to get associated with whatever you see that's listed here. Yep. So we'll just go and make up some information. So
now we need to give Mark an email
at pdq.com. We'll give a warranty expiration. Let's say 06 21 2026.
Okay.
Heli. We won't do all these, but Heli at pdq.com. We'll give her, let's pretend that she already expired.
Yeah.
12/29.
So as you're building this, there's a question right here in chat from just Rob. The question is, can you pull this from Entra data? The answer there is yes, but it's not directly, right? So you go to Entra and you export the report, get it to a format that you want. You do a little merge with the CSV template, dump it right back in there.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got our values here. You can see that I didn't even fill all of them in, right? So Mark's got an email and an expiration date. Heli's got an email and expiration date. Milchick only has an expiration date. Irving only has an email address there.
Okay.
So we'll save this. We'll close it and close that. And we'll come back here. Now we can re-upload that same file that we're just working in. Once that is uploaded, we'll click next. You can kind of see, again, the columns that are all there. These two, the device ID, device name, that was automatically added by PDQ Connect. These are the ones that we added.
You can remap these here, right? So if you messed up, this is like your like last chance. Like, are you sure? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Do you want to remap this?
Yep. If you really want the warranty expiration under the email field, I mean,
you could.
It's world's your oyster.
Yeah.
We'll go next there. Now, I do want to call out, if you're doing dates, that it is month, day, year with the / there. Okay. So make sure that you're using that format, or else it won't recognize it when you go to import it. But yeah, you can see we've got email, warranty expiration, email, warranty expiration. Then we've got the ones where we only included one of those values. So let's go ahead and import this. Okay, custom fields imported successfully. We'll go to our devices and we'll check a couple of them out. Heli should have both fields filled out here. So if we go to custom fields, there you go, email address, warranty expiration. If we go back, Mark should have both fields as well. Oh, not that one, custom fields. There you go, email address, warranty expiration. And then of course we had a few, like Milchick only had the warranty expiration, I believe. There you go. Now the important part, when you're setting up, obviously this is awesome just for custom field management in general. But when you're setting this up with the integration, you have to make sure that the custom field name that you use to map that email address inside of your ticketing system integration matches what you have here. And it's case sensitive. So if you have like lowercase email, capital A address, you'd have to match that exactly. Okay. Spell it out the same way. Caps matter. So that's just one thing to watch out for if you're setting up this integration for the first time. But other than that, yeah, I mean, obviously I've only got a few devices in here, but you can go through, as you guys are talking about, get your data however you need to, whether that's from AD or whatever source, pull that information into a CSV file, PowerShell it, and then just upload it, and there you're good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah, just Rob, it is a manual process, right? Like every time that you're going to make a change to a custom field, it does need to be uploaded there. So if you're not looking for custom field data like this and something that's dynamic on machines, that's probably a better choice to go use a scanner, right? So if you can pull the data from the machine in a scanner, go do that because then it's updated all of the time.
Yeah.
If it's from an external static source
Yeah.
that's not dynamic or accessible on the machine itself, it is a manual import.
And it is easy to come in here if you need to. You can come into the device and you can just click over here and you can edit that information. You can edit the value that's already in there. So if I spelled her name wrong or whatever, come in here, edit it, save it, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I think like the comment there from Flash Gordon is similar. Yeah, so the behavior in PDQ inventory is the same. That was not a custom field scanner. It was a custom scanner and inventory that then you would return custom data that wasn't out of the box.
Yeah.
And then you can do groups, you can do reports, you can do all of the other stuff you wanted to do. Same thing exists off of the data that exists here in Connect.
Yeah, and that's kind of that's where you start with PDQ Connect, is the data kind of runs everything. Once you have the data, then you have your groups, you have your automations, again, you have your scanners all built out. So everything works off that data. So whatever you have in here per the device, then you can work with that in just a ton of really cool ways.
Yep. And I think the last thing there from Rob, what data do you want from like Entra to come in? Like there's such a wealth of data that's in there. If you like hit up our product team, they're always wanting to listen. Like what are the things that are like your top 10, your top 15? Like what is that like order of operations? Because that's what really helps them prioritize roadmap. Like we had Mark here, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Mark's here 2 weeks ago, and that really he showed like this is what is driving kind of the direction for PDQ Connect.
Yeah. We actually had one in, I think it was in Reddit this morning, and someone was like, I had posted in Reddit talking about the Freshservice or Freshworks integration, and they were like, oh, can we automatically like generate a custom email field based off of like login ID? So where you can say like, hey, if this matches your email, so if it's brock.bingham@domain.com,
Yep.
Automatically generate that in the custom field. I was like, well, it's not there yet, but like, again, Mark is so focused on like, hey, submit the requests. Like, we want to know what will make this easier for you guys, and we want to build it, right? So I was like, the first thing I told him was like, nope, it's not in there yet, but that's a great idea. Obviously, there's some caveats there because if it's a multi-user device and somebody else logs in, all of a sudden does that change the custom field there? But definitely something to work with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Brock. I love that.
Yeah, wonderful. All right. As we were talking through the show this week, Tara had an idea. Tara always says like great ideas. She said, hey, look, we get all of these requests. Like we see this community in Discord that's coming through and it's helping each other. And it's, hey, I need to do this thing. I need to do that. And the community is wonderful and comes to the rescue. I thought it'd be a fun idea to pull some of the things that we saw in the community. They were, how do I do this? And then spotlight them. And we kind of work through them together, right?
Exactly.
So we're going to marry that idea with Tara learning PowerShell, right? So we took the two things together. And we're like, all right, they're going to solve problems and Tara's going to do it in PowerShell. And you picked a handful of them.
I'm regretting my choice.
It's a match made in heaven.
It's a wonderful choice. Okay, so let's start getting this set up.
Once wasn't enough.
An intro so nice, you gotta have it twice.
Have it twice.
2 hours of sleep, guys. 2 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Okay, so I made some packages.
Yep, I'm just cleaning up, getting us ready to go here. We're going to have VS Code open, but you made some packages.
Made some packages for Josh. I cleaned them up this morning too, Josh.
you.
I literally made like 6 or 7. So I was like, I don't know which ones Josh is going to like. And let's remember, this is day 24 of me trying PowerShell.
Yeah.
So let's lower our expectations, first of all.
No, we're not going to lower our expectations. You are learning something from 0 to 1, and you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
And you're doing it very publicly.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
That's
It's
great.
really hard.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself out there. So what were the things that you saw? Where do we want to start with this thing?
Okay, the problem that was in Discord was Fortinet. I think it was actually a newer user. I'm not 100% sure, but it was one that I'm not super familiar with. Said, I want to see if the process Fortinet is running on the machines in my environment, and if it is, I want to stop it.
Okay.
So it actually seemed like relatively simple, but maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. So this is the script that I came up with.
Okay.
Get the process, and then wildcarded it. The name of the process.
I'm going to grab
is
this. I'm
Fortinet.
going to pull it over here
Okay.
into VS Code. Maybe we
And
see a
then-
little better.
Because
Okay.
the line 1 is just the variable process. The value is get process. The name is Fortinet. And then the little
Yeah.
wildcard
Yeah.
basically contains it. And then the error silently continues is because I don't want to see red because I'm a big chicken and it freaks me out.
So this is where we started talking about this yesterday, right?
Yes.
Is I asked Tara the question. I said, "Hey, why did you use ErrorAction silently continue?"
Because at this point in my little journey, any red, I'm getting better, but it tends to freak me out. So I wanted to just continue and not give me crazy errors that I don't really care about. If it runs into a problem, just move on with your life.
But sometimes we don't want it to move on, right?
I know.
Sometimes we want that terminating error. That red text is a terminating error, and we
But
want
sometimes it's also not a terminating error and it can go about its business. It freaks me out.
But well, it depends. Like, do you want an error here, right?
Okay.
So use like in this script, like if someone's just like learning PowerShell for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you might want to do this because you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
But really, if your get process here doesn't match,
Sometimes it will just stop.
do we want to run the rest of the script?
Well, that's a good point. But what is a little confusing to me right now is sometimes it will just stop and it doesn't return any results. And I'm like, did you find anything or what you doing?
Yeah.
And that can be confusing to me.
Yeah.
And then
absolutely.
Andrew told me the pass through, and then sometimes it will tell you, but if it's a state changing command, it won't. I'm like, great, that's not confusing at all, PowerShell. So yeah, it sometimes that helps me, but you're gonna hate it. So go ahead and take that off.
No, I don't hate it at all. I actually don't hate it at all.
Okay.
This is an option that you can try something else. So like if you're in this case and you're like, I don't like seeing that stuff, maybe a new thing you could do here is a try catch.
Okay, what's that?
Okay. So a try catch is like, hey, I actually want you to go and look for this process and then like just try it. And if it doesn't do it, then a terminating exception happens. Right.
Oh.
So you could in here, you could do your try, like the exact thing that you have instead of storing it in a variable, right? You could do an exit and then you could just give it some random code, right?
Oh.
So you could do exit and you can give it like a string here if you want. An error occurred. I didn't find Fortinet client, right? That's cool if you're just living in the terminal. So if we want to take this back to like Connect land though.
Can you go back and do the try thing again? Because I noticed it put comments in when you did that. That's kind of cool. Will you show that again really quick?
So let's check this out. So let's do try catch finally. Right.
Ooh, I like that.
So it's automatically putting this stuff in here
okay.
to kind of help you see what you're doing. It's contextual learning.
Okay, because I got to tell you, I have not been in VS Code yet. Like I might start. It's super busy for my eyes to handle. But I really like what you just showed because it's telling you what it's doing.
And then you don't have to remember all of the syntax.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's the hardest for me with like any language is like remembering the syntax, or like you start doing stuff like this, right? Like if I do something silly in this catch block, if I want to do like another try catch inside, like this highlighting, reminding me where I'm at inside of this is really, really helpful.
Okay, I think I might be almost ready to go in there, but okay.
I think you are.
Okay.
So let's take this back to Connect.
Okay, let's do it.
Right? And let's maybe change this.
Okay.
So Connect, the output log is great if you're going to read it, but output codes from standard out is what it operates on for like is success, is failure. So you can write your scripts to write to standard out.
Okay.
Right? By doing something like this. So maybe your exit is an exit 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 means that the process wasn't there, and so it failed successfully.
Okay, so like we don't have this running in our environment, so I would expect it to fail on that line.
But your overall objective was if it exists, stop it.
Okay.
So if it exists and it stops it, it'll exit 0 because it did it. If it tries to find the process, but the process doesn't exist, it would exit like as a terminating error. so it would look like a failure, but that's not really what it is.
Oh, I really like this. So this is a really good one for beginners.
Yes,
because
it was a
gives you
failure
information.
that you wanted to have happen. So we'll exit 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then down here in Connect, we'll say exit 0 is fine. Also an exit of 1, 2, 3
Oh, okay.
is fine.
That's super helpful.
And so now this package, when you run it, returns as successful, either because it got the process and killed it, or the process just doesn't exist at all. But your desired outcome was just make sure it's not running.
Love that.
So
Okay.
little tweaks,
Yep,
tweaks.
Yep. Love
All
that
right.
one.
I think we have time to maybe go through one more.
Okay.
Okay. What else? What else was on the list?
So I did one to find out what's using all the CPU, and then
that's
I
a
did
fun one.
printer one.
Do you want to do this one or do you want to do a printer one?
You pick.
Let's do this one. I've already got it open.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to pull this thing over here back again. All right, so walk me through it. What was the goal here? What were we trying to do?
Okay. Well, this is just one that I've been doing practicing with JoshBot, so I know, I
Okay.
understand what this one means. So it's just I can do this easily. So get the processes, and then once you get those processes, sort them by using which ones are using the most CPU, sort them in descending order, give me the first 5 and list them by process name, ID, and then CPU.
Okay,
After you've listed those,
there they are.
yeah, there they are. So say you wanted to see on this machine what's consuming all of the CPU. Then
Oh.
you go to the next part of the script. Skip anything that's idle.
Yep. Well, we're not idle.
Okay, nothing's idle. And then where I lost where we are, sorry.
We're going to be here in descending.
Oh yeah,
right?
sorry, there. Okay, start by descending. Select the one that is consuming the most.
Yep.
And then stop it.
Okay.
But then the very last one, because I'm a big baby, and ever since Andrew told me about this, I use it constantly. Just tell me what it's going to do. Don't do anything. And you say I wrote because I'm a big chicken.
A big what if.
What if? Yes, I love
What if.
what if. What if's my favorite.
What if is great. So
Yes.
in this case, this vMix desktop capture is what's allowing the audience to see our screen.
Yeah, don't
Can we
quit that
kill
one.
I don't want to kill
Don't
that
kill
one.
that one.
We
Yeah.
don't want to kill this one, right?
No.
So there's a couple ways we can do this, right? There's a couple different things. Like the what if is cool. But what if I told you that what if doesn't work on every command?
Oh my gosh, why? Why doesn't it? Okay, tell me. No, I want to know. Tell me.
So it does generally, but there are some modules where what if doesn't do anything and the command actually executes.
Oh, let's do it right now for Drew. Drew, can
No,
we try it on
no, let's
this
not
one?
try that.
Or, I mean,
I'm like
what?
99.9% sure it works for stop process, but I don't want to mess with it.
So you just want to make sure that you're checking the help documentation to see if there's that what if parameter is supported with that commandlet.
Yes. Okay. So there's some things that you can do, right? You've got things here in like the select object. So you're piping to select object.
Mhm.
So we could get into here and we could do things like, add another filter set that filters out things that you don't want.
Okay, let's do that.
So we can do that. The thing that I think might be most helpful for people, and like one of the tips that I wanted to show today was like, this is cool if you're running on the machine that you're in.
What if
But what if you're on a remote machine and you don't have something like Connect?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So one of the fun things that happens a lot is you end up in this Invoke-Command thing, right? And it ends up looking something like this, where you have all of these computers and this script block, right? And it just so happens to be that in this help command, they're also doing get process, right? Where your stored object, but you've stored this previously as top. This gets really important when you're in Invoke-Command because scope matters, right? So if I do something like this, if I call top again, like you did up there, this is not evaluated at the script runtime. This is evaluated on, in this case, server 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, and so you're going to change the value of the variable now that I set at the top of the script because it has to mean something different on the remote computer?
You defined it on this computer we're on.
Okay, but it can't mean the same.
You defined it as top as get process with a handful of different select objects in
Okay.
it. On server 1, 2, and 3, top is meaningless. But we don't want top to be meaningless. So that we need to do something like this. We need to go using top, right? Oops. Using top. So now what happens in this case when we pass it this way in using, this is kind of a hacky way to do it. Anyone who's like really familiar with PowerShell is probably pulling their hair out going, why don't you just like create a function and pass arguments? Do that if you know how to do it. If you don't know how to do that and you get stuck in this place, you can actually have top defined and you can pass it into the script block on the remote machines with this fun thing called using.
And this wasn't added until, PowerShell 3 or somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
it was
where it's
later in the PowerShell.
So, I
lifecycle.
mean, this was a problem that people were running into. It's like, hey, I can't easily pass these variables to these remote computers because the variable is specific to my local computer. And so like, oh, okay, we'll come out with a function to help you do that.
Yeah. So little tweaks here because generally you're probably not looking at the CPU on this machine. You want to kill it on lots of machines. And maybe you don't have something like PDQ Connect that can help you just do it in mass. And you're just having to like comma separated value all these guys here.
Okay.
Little upgrades. You're doing awesome in PowerShell.
Thank you. Variables are still messing me up a little bit because I expect them to be defined 100%. They're very fluid and it's kind of messing in my brain. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting it, but still a little.
The concepts of like scope and the pipeline and executing, and then you throw in this like PowerShell remoting thing, and the whole thing goes out the window.
Yeah.
You're doing awesome.
Baby steps.
Can I just add before we end real quick? Just Rob was asking about the custom fields and stuff. Now, I don't have any set date or what is actually coming, but I know that there are advancements coming to APIs in PDQ Connect. And so being able to automate more and more things as more and more APIs become available is definitely going to be a thing. So keep an eye out for that.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us today in another episode of PDQ Live. I'm Josh.
I'm Tara.
And I'm Brock.
Thank you very much for joining our webcast today. As always, we love it when you're here. Do us a couple favors, like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave us your comments, and please join us on Discord. That, my friends, is where the party is. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you back here next time.